Hello everybody! I hope you're having a wonderful start to the new year and had a wonderful holiday season. Today I'm bringing you the setup for my new bullet journal to start off 2020. For my bullet journal this year, I went with an Archer and Olive journal. I've always heard good things about their journals, so I thought I'd try it out, and I have to say I'm super impressed. The paper thickness and quality is great, and I love the white paper. I started off with the key page. This is my second year bullet journaling, so I thought it would be good just in case I need reminders. I'm leaving the page next to it blank since I am planning to insert kind of a watercolor type title page in the future, but I'm still just playing around with the ideas before I commit to anything. The next spread is my grid spacing guide. I first heard about this from Amanda Rach Lee's bullet journal setup videos, and I'll link those videos below because they're really great, and I have to say that this is one of the most useful spreads ever. I'm always going back to this whenever I'm creating my new spreads. You'll also see throughout the video that I've been using this kind of fake brush lettering by creating the outline and adding in the fill where the brush strokes would be. I just find that it gives me a lot more control over my brush lettering since I'm still working on perfecting that. Now I'm doing a quote page, which is a quote by Mark Twain, which says, "I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened." Which to me is just a great reminder not to let my imagination get the better of my anxiety, and I just really think it's a great way to start off 2020. Now for the year at a glance spread. The idea of the spread is to be able to write down plans for the year, important dates, appointments, travels, other things in advance so I can see how my year will turn out. For these setup pages, I'm sticking to more monotone colors to keep it minimal, but still have a bit of contrast. So I chose these 4 Tombow grays that were both in warm and cool tones. probably already noticed I messed up while writing the months. I wrote August instead of where July should have been. But that was a really easy fix. I just ripped up some scrap paper that I had, colored it in that background gray, and then used glue tape to tape over August and wrote July. Next is another spread that's inspired by Amanda Rach Lee. It's a year in picture spread, so each month I'll pick a picture to put down, and that way at the end of the year I can take a look back and see all the great memories that I've had throughout the year. I did this last year and it was really fun to just see it all come together. I'm going for a more minimal spread this year since last year mine was way too colorful. Now I'm moving on to my goals spread. I'm spreading this out over 2 pages. The left one will be for my self goals and the right one for my business goals. I am hoping to expand my stationery business this year, so this will hopefully help me plan it out. I created 9 big boxes and then I colored in the top third black. So I'll write my goals at the top with a jelly roll, and then the white space below I can use to kind of plan out how I'm going to do it and when I'm going to do it. A bit of a different spread that I'm adding in this year is a house cleaning spread. I drew a floor plan of my apartment so I could visualize it and keep track of when I cleaned what last. As you'll see, I created lists of what needed to be cleaned in each area, such as the kitchen, my bedroom, the bathroom, the living room, and the idea is that I will write down the month and day in the boxes of when I last took the time to deep clean it. This took forever, but it's definitely one of the funnest spreads I've done and is, in my opinion, one of the most visually interesting. Next is my travels page. I'm not completely sure what I'll do with this yet. I tried to do something different with my travels page last year, but it completely bombed. So I'm not sure if I'll use it as a planning page or a photos page after I visited, but we'll see. You'll see at the end though, I did use the cute washi tape I got from Japan. I'm completely in love with the one that has the subway names on it. I just think it's so cute and so great. Next is a very simple brain dump page. It's a great way to put whatever I'm thinking down, and just a very easy spread to use and to create too. My last setup spread will be my watch list for the year. On the left page, I'll have movies that I want to make sure I watch this year. To be honest, I felt like one page is maybe too little, but I can always add another spread down the line. On the right is the television shows that I'll start this year. I thought a cool way to track it would be to write down the show and fill in bubbles for each season that I watch. That way I'll remember, if it's not done, to keep watching next year as well. Below that is the books I'm planning to read this year with a start date and an end date. Thank you so much for watching my bullet journal setup. I'll have my January plan with me out soon, so hit that subscribe button to be notified too.